Hometown buffet. We had smorgasbord when we grew up. Right there on fucking Colorado, we had smorgasbord, all you could eat. So, you know what I mean? All this shit like changed though, bro, on the real. But it's good though, you know what I mean? We had a lot of little shit, you know what I mean, around this motherfucker that motherfuckers don't realize, these youngsters don't understand, and they didn't see, so they don't know, you know what I mean? What they don't see, they don't know, they don't care. You know what I mean? But, you know, hopefully they'll figure it out. Oh yeah, but first when you start, you know I got the little homie old shit on, you feel me? You know, that's what I do, the homie shit.
Yeah, like what you rocking, I'm supporting you.
Yeah, you know, I get that. All right, so look.
But you gotta get, we own, you gotta.
All right, so look, yeah, to answer your question, but that's back when we played at Villa Park. It was Villa Park, and it was Loma Alta where you played at. You feel me? And I played baseball at Villa Park for 1 year. Then my dad's friend pulled me to Loma Alta. I played for the Warriors for the rest of that. That probably wasn't the best move for me though, on the real though. Cause I blossomed up there, and then I went on to play pony over there at Victory Park. You know what I mean? That's when I was getting like $75 an All-Star to pitch a game. And then I seen some Dodger scouts then. You know what I mean? But then everything went downhill, you know? I went to Gangway, you know? But we had a lot of peoples that's up out of here that had chances and missed it. You know what I mean? And like my boy Famous Amos, you know what I mean? He all around. You know what I mean? He all around, you know? And then who else we had? Alan Blaze, Calvin Jenkins, Vincent Phillips, Saladin, Suti McCullough. We had so many of them, bro. You know what I mean? We raw talent, you know what I mean? But then we played football over there at Victory Park. See, now it's all changed. Now they playing pony and shit like that right here at Jackie Robinson. But we used to play at Victory Park over there. We was practicing everything. That's when they had gremlin ponies and all that old type of shit. You know, but everything to change though, you know what I mean? But yeah.
Like what was like the dress code around here? Like when you was growing up, like what's the
dress code?
Yeah, like what the dress code like?
Shit, it was a little bit of nothing. We corduroys, fucking painter pants, fucking khakis, you know, shit like that. You know what I mean? We used to go to email. See, a lot of the young motherfuckers don't know that. You know what I mean? Our store was emails on Colorado, bro, right there, Colorado on Fair Oak. We had the email. We had the Woolworth, Standard Brands, all that. You know what I mean? It was a little bit of nothing, but it was enjoyable. We knew how to handle it though. You know what I mean? Nowadays, it ain't nothing but money, money, money. You know, we didn't have all that. Pagers and phones and shit. We didn't have none of that type of shit back then. But we was able to function, and it was good times though. Better times than now.
Like, okay, so when you go shopping and stuff like that, what was like knicker kickers and Romeos?
Nick kickers. You talking about Nick kickers?
Yeah.
Yeah, what you mean knicker kickers?
Yeah.
Nick kickers, nigga, say it right. You gonna say it at all. Yeah, the Romes, they come in two colors. If you got anything outside of black and brown, nigga, you generic. That's what Romeos came. You know what I mean? We had topsiders. You know what I mean? We had Kroger side. We had it all. You know what I mean?
Wallabies.
All that. OG Waterbees, all that type of shit. You feel me? You don't even see that shit nowadays. You gotta go to LA in the surplus store or something like that to get that shit now.
What year did it kind of like fall off?
Probably during the 80s. Especially when the epidemic came, when the dope epidemic came, the money came involved and all that. It was a different ball game then.
1985.
You know what I mean? All that shit became a different ball game. You know, I'm talking about like the 70s. You know what I mean? With this shit, that's when you just go to emails. You can get you some khakis. You can get your letters, whatever you want on your pants, your shirt, everything. You know, that's how niggas used to go to talent shows down at Villa Park and all that type of shit. You know what I mean? With the derbies on and you know what I mean? All that. You know, some niggas wear Stacy's and all that. You get it all.
Like, did you ever get some of your shoes from the boys market?
Oh no. Oh no, you over here playing now. You trolling now. Is you trolling? On the real. I thought we were, you trolling now. Fuck you mean boys market, nigga. You know what you had to do at boys market? You got, you know what I mean? But I can't be mad because you got motherfuckers going, you gotta go put them motherfuckers together. You gotta go find the size in the basket. Soon as you come in, you go like the left or right, nigga, a big ass basket, nigga, they had all the little old pro kit, whatever you had, the cheap shoes in there. You go put it together, but nah, hell no, nigga.
Okay, so like, what about getting your hair cut at OT's?
Get my hair cut.
Yeah, OT's.
Little. You know, I done went to the barbershop, right? But I don't remember too much going to the barbershop. I probably remember my mom probably braiding my hair, she dealing with my hair. But then once I started getting Jerry curls, then I used to go to the shop. Mayo shop right there that was on Raymond and Orange Grove. You know what I mean? See, you a little young. That's the gas station across the street, all that type. All that shit that's down there now, wasn't even down there, man. You know, that restaurant right there, that was Mayo's. You know what I mean? All that type shit, you know?
The pantry.
So, you know, that's how it's
place for everybody to think.
Is that? So it's like, okay, I think we was talking about it a little bit earlier though, like, we're gonna kind of like switch the subject just a little bit though. But I just said though, like how was the dating scene back in your era?
The dating scene?
Yeah, the dating scene.
What you mean dating scene? Come on, bro, you in the ghetto. We don't even got a dating scene. What are you talking about?
Get in where you fit in.
Yeah, you don't have a dating scene out here when you in the ghetto, bro. You got your main girl, and then you got what you know what I mean? What you dealing with outside of her, nigga. What are you talking about? It ain't no dating. That's that happy days type shit, man. We ain't. He said dating scene.
So I'm saying though, where did y'all go to hang out, and how did y'all meet women though? You know what I'm saying?
How did we go? We in the ghetto.
Parties.
Like, what's the events?
What is he talking? What is you steady? You steady saying what? What did you say? Say it. Say what you said.
Big Twitty. She at the parties.
Bro, I'm in YA when that was going on. What are you talking about? I'm talking about, you talking about before that. We used to have, you know what we used to do? We used to have a lot of parties and shit in the King Manor, in the projects, and different places. But our parties lasted 6 in the morning. You know what I mean? Because there wasn't none bullshit going on back then like that, though. And motherfuckers, you know what I mean, used to be up in there, and it is what it is. It's just like when you was growing up, nigga, when you have parties, nigga, you go. A girl got eyes for you, nigga, you know what I mean? You already know what time it is. It wasn't really no dating, though, because we hood niggas. You know what I mean? So, we got hood homegirls around. You see what I'm saying? And it is what it is. You know what I mean? We match up like we match up. You know, I think as far as you think about dating is, if you meet somebody at the Santa Anita Mall or something, a girl that ain't from around here or whatever, and y'all hook up and probably go to the movies, I guess that's dating. But hood homegirls and all that, we ain't into all that.
So
unless you go and get a motel room and some drink and some weed, dating. I mean, I keep it real. You call that dating?
But I'm saying though,
I don't.
Did y'all did men have to have like 9-to-5 jobs, or
Man,
did the girls love like straight hustlers?
All girls love straight hustlers. You already know that. They already like the aura of that. You know what I mean? Even the square bras that's into that right there going to attract themselves to, you know what I mean, motherfuckers like us, because we different than a stuck-up nigga working a 9-to-5. You know what I mean? Don't get it fucked up. I'm not downing nobody with a 9-to-5, you know what I mean? But they got a different attitude than we got. You know what I mean? Because if we ain't working a 9-to-5, then what kind of attitude we got? We way different. And they like that. They're attracted to that. Some, you know what I mean, it'd be a bad situation, and some don't, you know? Like,
when you was in YA, you know, we was talking about that a little bit earlier, like, let's go into that subject. Like, how was that like?
What you mean? How was it like being there?
Yeah.
Or how I get there?
How did you get there?
Oh, that nigga sharp, boy, he's something there. I got there, I went for a first-degree murder. First-degree robbery. Yeah. Didn't do shit, but kept it 100 with my homies, you know what I mean? And I sat down, you know what I mean, for the 7 years, but why was kind of fun, though. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. No matter the adversity that we went through and the shit we went through, because we was like 10, 20 to 1, you know what I mean, against us, you know what I mean, because Bloods was far and near then. And then you gotta understand, when you get there, some niggas that's busters, You know what I mean? That ain't gonna, you feel me? Ain't gonna participate and do the other things. So, you know, that was a hard thing. But for the ones that stay strong, it was a good thing. I love YA though, on the real though. Even though it's jail and you ain't supposed to say that, I loved it. You know what I mean? Because I had to deal with it anyway. You know? And you know the cool thing about it? I had to do my whole 7 years because every year I went to board, they said the reason why I got shot down from going home is because I didn't have no remorse for the victim. But I say this, how can I have remorse for somebody I didn't do nothing to? They didn't understand that either though. You know what I mean? So I had to go and pull my whole 7 years.
Like when we talk about YA for people who watching this
What
stuff,
you want to talk
what is
about?
it? Well, like for people who don't know what YA, what is YA? So they can know like what's the internet.
You got juvenile hall where you start off at, right? And if you got a certain situation, they'll send you to fucking boys home. That's like the lowest thing outside of juvenile hall. Then you go to camp, right? But then when you got something higher than that, then you go to youth authority. That's the step before you get to the penitentiary. You know what I mean? That's what youth authority is.
Like how old do you got to be to go there?
Shit, you could be all kind of, I done seen motherfuckers 11 years old in that motherfucker and Cambry or whatever that motherfucker unit was, cause I was in Sutter. But yeah, they was young little motherfuckers, you know what I mean? Little bitty motherfuckers. Depends on what your case may be, you know what I mean? And all the way up to you like 18. Then they switched that shit, because when I was in youth authority, when I got to TS, they had 17 to 18-year-olds that was transitioning. They were just transitioning to sending them to the penitentiary. You know what I mean? But they were still there when I got there. You know what I mean? And so when I drove up, that's what was out there in phase 8. Nothing but rips out there, you know what I mean? But these niggas had boat ones and all that type of shit. You know what I mean? They were supposed to be going to the penitentiary, but before they was able to go, they was still there though. That's why I say I done ran into the Tofugas, the Monster Codys, the Mad, all these dudes, man. You know what I mean? I was a little bitty, little bony little motherfucker. You know what I mean? But shit, it is what it is.
So you go to YA, right?
Right.
So you do 7 years, but then you come back and you touch down back into town. You feel me, in the city? Like how different was that?
Oh shit. You know how much time you done sat back from 7 years? Nigga, everything was different. I left when I was 14, I got back when I was 21. Come on, man. I left when I was a kid and came back when I was a grown man. Everything was different, but you still had your projects, you still had your pits, you still had your time, you still had, I mean, you know, everything was noticeable, but it was just different though, you know what I mean? It was different peoples, you know what I mean, that grew up, and then you forget a lot of peoples, because if you went with them all the time or whatever, you may know their name and went to school with them, but you forget them, bro. You know what I mean? Because you go through so much when you're in youth authority. Because the time when I was there, it was like, you automatically got to get out with your enemies, that's for sure. You know what I mean? And it's like, it ain't like the penitentiary. The penitentiary works off of respect. You know what I mean? Off the top. When you get up there, you grown, just respect thing right there. And they ain't finna go for all that old little young shit, you know what I mean? That time bombing and that this and shit and all. They ain't not doing that up in the penitentiary. In youth authority, that's what you do. You know what I mean? So you really got to alter your mind for that. And then, you know what I mean, then getting to the streets and, you know, that shit was a big step though, on the real though. But see, I really didn't, if I knew then what I know now, you know what I mean, when I got out of youth authority, I probably would have took 60 days or 90 days just to be in the house, man, to relax and get my bearings back, man. Because what I learned over the years of going to jail, bro, when you miss that time, and you think you get back on the streets and you still in the flow of everything like you ain't never went nowhere because you from here, that's out, bro. You on your way right back to jail. You on your way right back to going, bro. You know what I mean? You got to get your fucking bearings right, man. You got to slow motion it and get your shit back, because you know how much time you done lost? You know what I mean? You in, I don't know where, behind some caves where you don't see nothing, and life is going on out here. So you so far behind, bro, you think you just right back in the flow. It ain't happening. And I wonder why I used to go to jail all the time. You know
Like
what I mean?
when you left though, when you left and you was doing this time, did you already have kids or no?
Yeah, I had one. When I first went to Y, I had one, Lil Larry, you know what I mean? Y'all call him Flame, you heard me? But that Lil Larry, that's my oldest, he 42, you know what I mean? But yeah, he was born before I left, yeah. And yeah. But my mom's never used to bring him to YA to see me though. I was lucky to have a mom's, you know what I mean, that wasn't doing, she wasn't wealthy or middle class or nothing like that, right? But she made sure she came and seen me everywhere I was at. It wasn't nowhere I was at in Youth Authority that my mom didn't come. And the farthest I went, I was in Ione, California, in Pres, that's by Sacramento. And she was there, bro.
Yeah. Now, we talking about like family ties, right? Between like Bloods and Crips in Pasadena, right?
Yeah.
How close are we like relatives to like how close is like families is close to like cross each other?
Both sides?
Yeah, on both sides.
You know, I only can speak for myself though, you know what I mean? But I imagine it's a lot because everybody from here, you know what I mean? So it's a lot. And me, myself, I got first cousins that's from the block. You know what I mean? Like Drag and all them, Shantae Fuller, all them, they Fullers. You know what I mean? I'm a Fuller. I got them, you know what I mean, from, you know, I can imagine a lot of people's got a lot of family around here, man. Because you gotta think, like all the like the Vons and them and like motherfuckers that was from Raymond and shit, most of their kids is Bloods now. You know what I mean? Most of their kids is from PDL. You know? From your Lil Darren, all them, you know what I mean? All these dudes, all them, they from PDL, bro. And it's crazy. I was thinking about that shit, like that's crazy. All they kids is from the hood and shit like that. That's crazy as fuck.
But how do you feel when like somebody you know and you cross paths with that you grew up with, they like from the other side though, and y'all cross paths? Is that like automatically on site type shit or just like
now?
Yeah, or not even just now, just
I'm
back
talking
then.
about now.
Okay,
Since we talking now,
yeah.
It ain't nothing on site now. That's over. Listen. This is me. I don't speak for nobody. I speak for me. Like I tell you, like any of these dudes, you know what I mean? I was from Alley Cats, from Raymond right now, you know what I mean? I would talk to them regular, like grown men, you know what I mean? It ain't no on-site, it ain't no none of that right now because at the age we is now and we survived, we started this shit when we was young, 11, 12 years old. You know what I mean? So we done survived through all that. I mean, it ain't nothing else to do. Why would I waste my time doing none of that? No, I'm not doing that because I know that most of them, they not into that, bro. You know what I mean? They done with that type of shit. You know what I mean? And, you know, no, it ain't like that. It was a different ball game when we was young. You know what I mean? We had to do what we do. But nowadays, nah, hell no, I'm grown man type shit now, though. You know what I mean? So I do shit off grown man shit. And I learned that a lot, too. You know what? I really actually started learning it in Youth Authority, but I really learned it in the penitentiary. Because like I say, penitentiary is off of respect, bro. You know what I mean? You grown man, all that YA and camp shit, that shit got to go out the window. You know what I mean? Because you got to think about it. Ain't no one motherfucker gonna get up there and think they banged out the game, you know what I mean? Whether they blood or crip and keep starting crip. You got niggas got dates, you know what I mean? You got niggas got this shit. There's a lot of shit going on in the yards. Niggas ain't going for no shit like that. You ain't finna come up here and rile up everybody on some bullshit and fuck off this whole yard because you think you gang banged out the game. Niggas ain't, your own folks gonna get you. They not finna have that, bro. You know what I mean? So the penitentiary teach you how to be, you know what I mean, a man. If you ain't a man before you get to the penitentiary, bro, and you hit the right place in the right yards and up under the right people, you learn how to be a real man, you know what I mean? And respect another man, you know what I mean? Like I told you, I got some people from the other side, Rips and all that I'm really cool with. You know what I mean? I can say damn near they damn near like my best friend at the time when we was together because we working off man code, you know what I mean? We ain't working off this gang, you know, that shit, no. You know, sometimes you gotta become a man or whatever, you know what I mean? You can still be with all the bullshit and everything else, but you know, you gonna meet motherfuckers, you know what I mean, that you compatible with, bro. You know what I mean? Even more compatible than your own. You know what I mean? Sometimes, you know what I mean? But, you know, that's just how it go, bro. When you become a man.
Like, when when you was in youth authorities and you like touchdown or whatever else, right? Like outside of the LA different lanes though, what other hoods did the PDLs get along with?
Kramer Pyros, Pomona Islands. You know what I mean? I mean, we got along with like everybody. What up? I'm in an interview. I'm in the interview. Hello?
Yeah.
What? I'm in the interview. I'm doing the interview. Yeah, we got along. We used to have other blood hoods come here. We done had the Brims come out here. We done had, you know what I mean, different, we you know, we wasn't like that, you know what I mean? We was cool with everybody. You know, the thing about us though, motherfuckers had something to think or say about us, bro, because they felt like we got our own city and this, that, and the other. And basically they thought we was really soft, bro. On the real, they really thought we was soft in the game, you know what I mean? Because we might, every block you go to, you know, like in LA and shit like that, you go across the street, that's an enemy hood. Go this way, it's an enemy hood. So I guess people feel like when you go through that type of shit, you know what I mean, that's what it is. But when you here in your own city like we is, and we ain't got it like that, well, at least they think we didn't have it like that, that we ain't never had no challenges or whatever, bro. You know what I mean? So we done been challenged a lot. You know what I mean? Listen, we had to fight for our name, bro. We had to fight for this PDL thing, bro. On the real, though, this wasn't given to us. Niggas challenged us, nigga, because niggas didn't think we was equal to them. To keep it 100. You know what I mean? I don't knock nobody for that right there, but we just answered up to the challenge, nigga. That's why we on the motherfucking, on the map like we is, nigga. You know? It is what it is, you know what I mean? That's what we did, bro. You know? It was real gang banging going out here. You know what I mean? Don't get it fucked up. You know, we done got casualties and all the same as anybody else, bro.
But why you think they think it's so nice? Because of the Rose Bowl and all that?
Yeah, you get that perception of the shit, and that's what you get. Oh yeah, these niggas out here. Ooh. So when we get into the modules and shit like that, like 4300 all that, you know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean? There's a lot of us in there, but it's like, you know what I mean? Hey, we gotta test these niggas, you know what I mean? Hey, is they, you know what I mean, certified? You know? So, you know, we had to go through, nigga, I'm telling you, man, we done been through it. See, it's all in the game. Nigga, I done got my shit split and everything, nigga, in the ride with that. You know what I mean? So, with the game, bro, you know what I mean? You gotta take what's meant for the game. You know what I mean? Sometimes, you know what I mean? Shit happens, you know what I mean? Things happen. And sometimes it get ugly for peoples and all that shit, but it is what it is, bro. You know what I mean? I take the bad with the good, nigga. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Yeah. My boy Lacky Lack. Lacky Lack.
Hey, Spitty, don't quit, man. You know where you at, man. If you over here, you know where you at for sure. You know what I mean? You done been there with the roughest of them all my life. The one thing I did learn is how to stay my black ass out of jail. Nigga always been gone, you feel me? Always the headline. Yeah, all these trees. Find another one, look around you. Ain't no trees. They always find this nigga.
I done figured it out, though. I got the cheat code now.
Yes, sir.
I done figured it out now, you know?
Yeah, you deserve it, bro. For real.
You know, sometimes motherfuckers be hard-headed longer than others, you know?
What's the odds of that? They don't want to see a nigga win, they don't want to see me rich. Lame like shit to mafia, nigga, you hear me?
Lame life.
They don't want to see me rich. Money on my mind, nigga, money on my mind. What's the odds of that? Long live ODD. Aye, now what's the odds of this? They don't wanna see a nigga win, don't wanna see me rich. One thing I can never do is switch up on my bottom bitch, cause she was at the bottom when I was starving, trying to make some sense. A lot of niggas tricky, keep your blicky cause it's self-defense. Swear to God they pussy, niggas always trying to straddle fence. So you wonder why I keep it on me. I swear to God these niggas pussy and they sleeping on me.